Well, since like 2005, we came off the road because we'd done like extensive touring since we've pretty much been playing music together.
We weren't just focusing on one area, we were focusing worldwide, and we were doing stuff in America and in Japan and in Australia and in the UK and in Europe, and I think we overspread ourselves basically.
I think touring took its toll on us as people. Me personally, I didn't look after myself.
Anybody going through the life from 16 to kind of 23, your life changes anyway, you know, it's an incredible change and you become a different person, and it messes a lot of people up.
The living conditions were difficult. I remember my hotel room being an absolute shambles. There weren't even any covers on the bed or anything. I don't think any other lads would come into my room because it was just covered in like KFC boxes.
You know, we've been through a hell of a lot as a band, you know, making the first two records, touring them, basically tore us apart as a unit. The fact that we were in this sort of state of perpetual motion on tour, do you know what I mean, in this sort of world of our own, it left no avenue to be creative.
There was a point, I think it was this February, this February, I think it was February, we did a gig in Sheffield and the Leadmill, and that was a turning point for me. I walked off stage, I walked into a room on my own and just sat there for a bit and thought to myself, is this really what I want? Is this really worth it anymore?
There were times where we were thinking that maybe it'd be better to, you know, to just sort of take what we had and split from it, because it was becoming so hard.
After the gig in February, we sat down and had a crisis talk, I'd say. We just put everything on the table, we were brutally honest with each other.
The start of it was realising we were all unhappy. You know, that was the first thing, is to turn around and look at each other and go, you know what, this isn't working anymore.
We've always wrote collectively, which for some reason just wasn't working anymore. And you know, thankfully Stu and Phil allowed me and Adam to go express ourselves, and that was really difficult for them to do, I think. And we had an agreement that said we're going to turn this round.
We just thought, right, well, let's go back to basics. We started and we thought Crisis is